Hello students, this is Mrs. Jennifer Cruz from Lilavati, Lalji, Dayal, College of Commerce. And in today's class, students, we are going to study Secretarial Practice, chapter number 8, Correspondence with Depositors. So in this chapter, students, we are going to study the 4 letters that we have. So the first letter is talking about thanking the depositor for fixed deposit. So as I told you initially, students, the layout for all the letters will remain the same. So to begin with, let's have a quick recap on the layout of the letter. We first have the name of the company, the address of the company, the CIN number. Towards your left, telephone number, fax number, reference number. Towards your right, we have the website, email ID, and date. Then towards your left, we again have the receiver's name and address. And in the center, we have the subject of the letter. So your students, the subject of the letter is thanking the depositor for fixed deposit. So here to remember the entire letter, okay, we need to remember the 3 pointers that you can see on the slide. So the first pointer is informing about the receipt of the application for fixed deposit. Okay, so your students, the secretary is saying, we are in receipt of your application dated dash for investment of rupees dash in fixed deposit as per the terms and conditions stated for a period of 2 years. Okay, so basically students, first pointer, the secretary is telling the depositor that he has received the application for a deposit, okay, for depositing into our company. The amount is of 1 lakh, okay, and the tenure will be 2 years, okay. Second point is saying, we are very thankful to you for the initiative and trust you have shown in depositing a substantial amount into our company. So first he's saying that he has received the application for fixed deposit into their company, and second line they are talking about that they are very thankful for that the depositor has trusted their company and invested an amount of rupees 1 lakh. Second pointer is details of deposit. Your students, as I told you, wherever you have details of whatever deposit or ventures, you have the column coming in. So in this column, students, you have 5 columns that are there. Fixed deposit receipt number, amount of deposit, period of deposit, rate of interest, and bank account details. Okay, so you will have the bank details where first you have the name of the bank, then you have the account number. Third paragraph, expression of gratitude. Herein, the secretary is telling that the board of directors of our company have expressed the gratitude for depositing the substantial amount into our company. We assure you of our best services. So last paragraph, secretary is again thanking the depositor on behalf of the board of directors. So the entire letter in 3 lines. First paragraph, secretary talks about the receipt of the application and is also thanking the depositor for depositing the said amount into their bank. Second, details of deposit. You have the column, 5 columns to remember. Last one is expression of gratitude by the secretary on behalf of the board of directors. So with this, we have done with the first letter. Let's move on to the second letter of this chapter, students, which is talking about payment of interest on fixed deposit. Again, the entire letter is summarized in 3 lines for you. First one, information about the payment of interest due. Okay, so let's see what the secretary wants to tell us. First paragraph. I am instructed by the board of directors to inform you that interest at the rate of 10% on your fixed deposit has been approved by the board of directors and it has become due. We are enclosing here with the interest warrant number dated dash, drawn on dash, 4 rupees dash. Okay, so what is the first paragraph trying to tell us, students? The secretary is informing the depositor that the interest which is payable to the depositor is now due. Okay, second paragraph, the details of fixed deposit and interest payable. Again, we have the columns, the box which has 7 columns. So the first one, interest warrant number. Second, fixed deposit number. Third, deposit amount. Fourth, the rate of interest. Fifth, gross amount of interest. After gross, we always have TDS, okay, that is 10% to be deducted. Last is the net amount of interest, okay. 7 things: interest warrant number, fixed deposit number, deposit amount, rate of interest, gross amount of interest, TDS, and net amount of interest. In the last paragraph, the secretary is talking about details of the interest warrant. Okay, so here the secretary is telling that the interest warrant is enclosed here with. Please detach the interest warrant along the perforated line. Here, your enclosure is your interest warrant, and then towards your right, we have yours faithfully, company's name, and signature of the secretary. Okay, so 3 pointers. First, information about the payment of interest that is due. Second is the box with 7 columns, and third, the details of the interest warrant, which is attached along with. Let's move on to the third letter of this chapter, and that is talking about renewal of deposits. Now, herein, the deposit is now going to be renewed. So, this entire letter, again, 3 pointers for you students. First one is informing about the receipt of acknowledgement for renewal of deposit. So, herein, students, the secretary is saying, we hereby acknowledge the receipt of your application for renewal of deposit of rupees dash for the further period of dash. Okay, so herein the secretary is telling that we have received your application for renewal of your deposit. You have to mention the period and the amount of the deposit. Next, he's saying, along with the application, we have also received your original fixed deposit receipt number dash, and the same has been sent to the board for consideration and approval. So 2 things the secretary has received in the first paragraph. First, he has received the application for renewal, and along with that, he has also received the original fixed deposit receipt, okay, which is now sent to the board of directors for approval. Second pointer, resolution passed at the board. Okay, so here the secretary is saying the board of directors, by passing a resolution in the board meeting held on dash, has decided to renew your deposit for a period of dash years. Okay, so your resolution that whatever the deposit receipt that was there, the application form was there, was sent to the board, and now it has been sent to the board of directors for approval, and they have already passed a resolution and acknowledged the application for renewal. Third paragraph, enclosing the details of the deposit receipt. Herein, the secretary is telling the deposit receipt is enclosed along with. Then you have yours faithfully, company's name, and signature of your secretary. So 3 pointers, students, for renewal of deposits. Here we have first that the secretary has received, okay, the application for renewal, as well as he has received the original FDR. Second, the resolution is passed by the board, and third, the deposit receipt has been enclosed. Okay, so with this we've completed letter number 3, renewal of deposit. The fourth letter is talking about repayment of deposit. Herein, students, first, here we have 4 pointers to remember. So first, we have information of the deposit due. Okay, so herein the secretary is saying this is to inform you that your fixed deposit receipt number dash dated dash for rupees dash will be due for repayment on dash. Okay, so first paragraph, the secretary is talking that he has already received, okay, that the application of the repayment which is to be done, and he is telling, he is informing the depositor, now your deposits are now become due for repayment. Second paragraph, resolution of the board. Okay, so herein he is talking about that the board of directors in its meeting held on dash has passed a resolution for your repayment of the deposit. Already the board of directors has passed a resolution for repayment of the deposit. Okay. Then third pointer is details of repayment. Again, in details you have the columns that we have. First one is the tenure of the deposit. Second is fixed deposit receipt number. Third, deposit amount. Fourth, the rate of interest. Fifth is the maturity period. Then you have the TDS that will be deducted, the net amount, and the due date of deposit. Fourth, the secretary is talking about the details of enclosing the cross check. So herein the secretary is telling, please find enclosed herewith the check of rupees so and so, dated dash, drawn on dash. Then you have yours faithfully, company's name and signature of your secretary. So 4 things, students. First, the secretary is informing the depositor that the deposits have now become due for repayment. Second, the resolution has already been passed by the board, okay, for the repayment of your deposit. Third is the box that we have, wherein we have the columns which states about the detail of repayment. And last, he's talking about the cross-check which is enclosed along with this letter. With this, students, we've completed 4 letters of this chapter. Thank you.